You know, we are knee-deep into football season. A lot of folks enjoy getting together around the grill as you're watching the games, and we're not too far away from the big holidays. All of the big ones, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. You don't want to have to do all the cooking yourself. Let me make a great suggestion. Check out Bones Smokehouse in East Brainerd. My buddy Tim Bishop is here. Tim, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I believe it's your first time here. We had a couple of the other Bones folks for the morning show a few weeks ago.
Definitely.
They did such a great job. I wanted you to come back. Now, talking about holidays, we got the holidays coming up. You brought a delicious turkey. Is it too early to place our order for these?
We'll start taking orders for the turkeys and the hams on November 1st.
November 1st?
We'll have two sizes of smoked turkeys, about a 12 to 14 pounder, and then about a 20 to 24 pounder.
Wow.
Which will feed about 16 to 18 people.
How long does this sit on the smoker?
We smoke the turkeys for the small ones that size about 3.5 hours. Large one about 4 to 4.5 hours.
And they are just tender moist when you get
Very
through.
good. We've had nothing but compliments on them. We sell a ton of them every Thanksgiving.
I bet. Now, do you have to wait until the Thanksgiving arena to get into the smoked turkey?
You can pick up a turkey anytime. Typically, most people pick them up the day before Thanksgiving.
Right.
We give them reheat instructions if they won't order mashed potatoes or gravy or anything like that.
What are the other side items you have to go with the turkey?
Green beans. We can do pumpkin cheesecake.
Pumpkin cheesecake.
Your favorite banana pudding. A lot of people will get that.
Oh, yeah.
And we also have as you can see there, the spiral sliced ham.
Which is
delicious.
I wanted to take a moment and talk about this ham. This is the spiral slice, but unlike some of the ones you've seen before, the spiral slicing is so thin. On this ham from Bones Smokehouse, this thing is a man-sized slice here, isn't it?
But we'll smoke that for about an hour and a half to just get a hint of that smoke in there, and it complements the sweetness of the sugar glaze really well.
What kind of glaze do you put on it? I know there's some brown sugar, obviously.
Some brown sugar, some regular sugar, a little ginger, and a few secret spices I can't give out.
Like what? Come on, you can tell me.
It
Just
wouldn't be a
couple
secret
of
if I told you, Jim.
Maybe a little honey? A little honey in there?
A bit of honey.
A little maple syrup or something like that. Well, these are incredible. And what are the sizes available on these?
Those are going to be about 8 to 11 pound hams. Livestock keeps getting a little bigger, so sizing goes up.
And one of the cool things about these hams is there is no waste.
Not at all.
You can eat it all the way down to the bone. When you're through with the bone, throw it into some hot water, make an incredible soup stock.
I've got people who tell me that every year they save the bone and they make split pea soup.
Sure, it's delicious. And you know, if you're going to have this right after Christmas, that's when you're going to make your black-eyed peas, your split pea soup, just in time for New Year's.
Definitely.
Brisket. This is a work of art here. You guys have been doing brisket for quite a while, and it's kind of turned into one of the signature meats. Right?
Definitely.
Tell me how you do this.
Traditional Texas-style brisket. We start off with a packer cut, which is a large cut of brisket with quite a bit of fat on it, and we trim it down. Try and get about a 1/4 inch trim on the top, so there's some fat for flavor, but it doesn't overpower the meat.
And that's a delicate balance.
Definitely.
You know, when you're getting into the serious brisket cooking here, see that nice bark, that smoke, or the smoke ring rather? We'll show you the bark here coming up in a moment, but this looks like it's pretty much done to perfection.
You know, we stick to the basics. We go salt and pepper. We don't try and do any crazy rubs or marinades.
Right.
We use hickory wood every day for all of our meats.
Just hickory.
Just hickory.
All right.
It gives you a consistent burn. We get good consistent color and bark on our meat, and we try and stick to traditional style here in the South.
Now, you might be asking yourself, what's this piece of brisket I have in my hand? And it's called a burnt end, but that doesn't do it justice.
No, typically you would refer to that as bark. What we do, and it's been a real popular special at the restaurant, we do it every Friday, is the burnt end sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Tell me about
that. We take
that.
the brisket, we start on the point end of the brisket, which is a more marbling in it, which is a little bit higher fat content, but what that does is that makes that meat tender as anything.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll take the brisket after it's cooked, we'll cube up the point end, we'll dredge it in our dry rub barbecue seasoning, then we sear it on in a skillet or on the flat top with butter. Wow. And the sugars mix with the brisket, it caramelizes and just makes a really unique flavor. It's kind of a sweet with a little bit of heat to it, not much. It's got just a bold, nice flavor.
And of course you can add some of the Bones signature sauces to bring that heat level up a little bit. Another thing you sell by the case, ribs.
Ribs.
I don't mean literally by the case, but you can get a half slab, a whole slab, you can get a rib sandwich. What's the secret on the ribs?
We use a St. Louis style rib. We prefer that over a baby back or a spare rib. It's a rib that's been fabricated. It's had meat trimmed off, so it's consistent in size.
Right.
It's got more size and more marbling in it, more fat than a baby back. So it has more flavor.
More to eat, in other words. And again, this is one of these things that there's nothing left over at the end of the dinner.
Definitely.
And again, football, tailgating, you can get all of this and more. And then we're going to end with dessert.
Banana pudding.
Let me tell you, folks, the banana pudding this guy makes is slap your mama on Christmas Day, Sunday good. What's your secret behind this banana pudding? Every time I come out there, it's like I want a big thing of banana pudding, and then I'll order the other food items. What's your secret?
Our secret is, using fresh bananas. We make it daily. If we don't sell out at the end of the night, typically we'll throw it away or give it to employees. Don't get upset.
Okay.
It's got to be something that's fresh. The bananas have to stay nice looking.
And topped with maybe a little nutmeg, a little brown sugar.
Well, we use cinnamon sugar on top.
Cinnamon sugar. It is
Little
really,
whipped cream.
really good.
So it's been a staple for us for years.
And I have a banana pudding pig. Okay.
Yeah, every time we do a catering job for Chip, he eats about 6 orders.
Bring the banana pudding. And of course, the Bones Smokehouse is part of the Hennon family of restaurants. It's been serving Chattanoogans for 45 years maybe. You're not that old.
1973, I think.
1973. So if you could look into the camera and tell Tim Hennon anything other than give me a raise, what would it be? Never mind. We'll leave it there. Tim Bishop, always a pleasure. Thanks so much. Check out the folks at Bones Smokehouse, East Brainerd Road, 7601. They're where the Food Lion used to be. They're right beside Goodwill now. 7601 East Brainerd Road. The phone number, 710-3382. Stick around. We have got much more tasty stuff on the way as we continue on the Wednesday edition of Let's Chat.